Good evening, everyone. It is time for a bedtime story. I love reading to my kids every single night, and tonight I'm glad I get to open up with this group and read a bedtime story to everyone. And hopefully your child is right beside you, or a little bit later this evening when it's closer for them to go to bed, they can listen to this story as well. Last night, Miss Amato read The Day the Crayons Quit, and I love reading these stories at the beginning of the school year. It helps my boys and girls learn how they need to treat their crayons, especially those new pack of crayons that we pull out at the very beginning of the year. And tonight, I thought I would take the chance to read with you guys The Day the Crayons Came Home. This is another book from that same series, and I did not get the opportunity to read this one to my boys and girls, so I'm glad I have technology to be able to share that with them tonight. I hope you enjoy tonight's bedtime story. The Day the Crayons Came Home. One day, Duncan and his crayons were happily coloring together when a strange stack of postcards arrived for him in the mail. It says, "Hello from the rug." Dear Duncan, not sure if you remember me. My name is Maroon Crayon. You only colored with me once to draw a scab, but whatever. Anyway, you lost me 2 years ago in the couch. Then your dad sat on me and broke me in half. I never would have survived had Paperclip not nursed me back to health. I'm finally better. So come get me. And can Paperclip come too? He's really holding me together. Sincerely, your Maroon Crayon. Maroon Crayon. There's the postcard. And that shows where Dad sat on him. Poor Maroon Crayon. He's literally being held together by the paperclip. Dear Duncan, no one likes peas. No one even likes the color pea green. So I'm changing my name and running away to see the world. Sincerely, Esteban the Magnificent, formerly known as Pea Green. Hi Duncan, it's me, Neon Red Crayon. Remember that great vacation we had with your family? Remember how we laughed when you drew a picture of your dad's sunburn? Remember dropping me by the hotel pool when you left? Clearly you do not, because I am still here. How could you miss me? Anyway, after 8 months waiting for you to come get me, I guess I'm walking back. Your left behind friend, Neon Red Crayon. Duncan, it's us, yellow and orange. Yellow's my favorite. We know that we used to argue over which one of us was the color of the sun, but guess what? Neither of us wants to be the color of the sun anymore. Not since we were left outside and the sun melted us together. You know the real color of the sun? Hot, that's what. We're sorry for arguing. You can make green the sun for all we care. Please come bring us home. Your not so sunny friends, yellow and orange. And it says, to Duncan, please send to Duncan's room inside, that house there. There they are melted together outside, and the sun is green. Hey Duncan, I'm sure you don't recognize me after the horrors I've been through. I think I was tan crayon, or maybe burnt sienna. I don't know, I can't tell anymore. Have you ever been eaten by a dog and puked up on the living room rug? Because I have. I have been eaten by a dog and puked up on the rug, Duncan. And it's not pretty. Not pretty at all. I'm more carpet fuzz than crayon now. Can you please bring me back your undigestible friend, tan or possibly burnt sienna crayon? Poor crayon. Yuck. We have to talk about not chewing on crayons too. We're eating them at school as well. Dearest Duncan, could you please open the front door? I still need to see the world. Sincerely, Esteban the Magnificent. He still hasn't made it out of the house. He needs someone to open the door for him. Hey Duncan, remember last Halloween we told your little brother there was a ghost under the basement stairs? Then we drew that scary stuff on the wall. Sure was funny when he ran screaming, right? But it wasn't so funny when you forgot to take me out of the basement. Please come get me. I'm kind of terribly terrified. Your scared friend, glow-in-the-dark crayon. That is really neat and pretty, but I would not want that on my walls. Dear Duncan, looks like I'm almost home. I've been through China, Canada, France, I think. Just crossing New Jersey by camel now. New Jersey has giant pyramids, right? Oh no. See you soon, Neon Red Crayon. P.S. Next stop, the North Pole, I think. Poor Neon Crayon. I'm not sure he's going to make it home. And I do not think that's New Jersey or France or Canada. Duncan, does page 8 of Pirate Island ring a bell? Kind of a big payday for Captain Greenbeard there, don't you think? And no bronze or silver in that pile? Huh? I told you it would make me blunt if you colored each coin individually, but you would not listen, would you? No. I also could not think of those stupid crayon sharpeners because they never work. Did you listen to me when I told you not to use those? Also no. Now I can't color anything at all. Your pointless friend, Gold Crayon. Oh no. It says I had to write it for him. There's the pencil, and there is the poor crayon. It says, this is not fun for me either, you know. Poor Gold Crayon. And there's green, Captain Greenbeard, and all those little bitty coins. It says, a haul of loot, a bad day for cabin boy. Dear Duncan, I've seen the world. It's rainy. I'm coming back. Esteban the Magnificent. He finally got that door open and then decided, nope, I'm going to stay right here. I don't think crayons out in the rain would end up very well anyways. Hi Duncan, you're probably wondering why my head is stuck to your sock. A question I ask myself every day. Well, it's because last week you left me in your pocket and I ended up in the dryer. I've had that happen so many times. I landed on your sock, and now he is stuck to my head. Can you please come get me? Also, why does everything you wear still smell after it's washed? You're stinky, socky, stucky on head, buddy. Turquoise Crayon. P.S. Socks said hi. There's the sock stuck to his head. And it says, tell him I said hi. Trying to clean crayons out of a dryer is not easy. Dear Mr. Duncan, I know I'm not your crayon. I know I belong to your baby brother, but I can't take him anymore. In the last week alone, he's bitten the top of my head, put me in the cat's nose, drawn on the wall, and tried to color garbage with me. The worst part is he is a terrible artist. I can't tell what his drawings are. Donkeys? Monkeys? Donkey monkeys? Picasso said every child is an artist, but I don't know. I don't think he's met your brother. Please rescue me. Your desperate friend, Big Chunky Toddler Crayon. Those are hard to draw with. Duncan, greetings from the Amazon rainforest. Making great time. I think I'm almost home. Neon red crayon. He thought he was about to be at the North Pole. He thinks this is the Amazon rainforest. Don't think he's going the right way. I think he's lost. Hello, Duncan. It's me, brown crayon. You know exactly why I ran away. Buddy, everyone thinks I get all the great coloring jobs. Candy bars, puppies, ponies. Lucky me, right? Bet they don't know what else you used me to color, do they? I didn't think the rest of that drawing was great. But did it really need that final brown scribble? I'll come back, but please, let's stick to candy bars, okay? Your very embarrassed friend, Brown Crayon. And in the picture it says, Bear Goes in the Woods by Duncan. The forest and the bear looks great, but there's that extra scribble, and I think that's why he's embarrassed. Duncan was sad to learn of all the crayons he'd lost, forgotten, broken, or neglected over the years. So he ran around gathering them up. But Duncan's crayons were all damaged and differently shaped than they used to be, that they no longer would fit in the crayon box. So Duncan had an idea. He built a place where each crayon would always feel at home. There's no dogs down there, are there? Nope, no turkeys either. Oh, you flatter me, but it's not real chocolate. Let's have a party. This one is from my blue period. But it's not really blue, it's more like lilac. Make sure it's straight. Who are you wearing? Oh, I think he goes by Ted. I'm Ted. That's the name of the sock. Looks good, lads. Hope there is a metal detector. No, I think everyone is welcome. Ah, there you are. I could use a haircut. I think that door is for us. So here's all the crayons in their new homes. And then in Cleveland, I got to hike to the Great Wall of China. I bet we know who that is. There's Neon Red Crayon. He finally made it back. The end. And there's the Leaning Tower too at the very end with Neon Crayon. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's story. Usually when I read these, we talk about how to use our materials correctly in class, but we also really like to discuss with this story about how when our crayons are broken, they're not something that we want to throw away. Broken crayons can still color, and just because they may not fit in the crayon box and they're not perfect, they still have value and they're still important. So we have that discussion and we relate it back to us too, that we're not all the same. We're all meant to be different. And those personalities that I have in my classroom are what makes our classroom so special. And I miss my boys and girls so much in first grade. I hope that they've had a wonderful day outside. I hope all of you got to get outside and enjoy this day with your family and that you enjoyed our bedtime story. My first graders, I love you and I miss you so much, and I hope that I get to see you soon. And I'll be here again on Monday night to read you another bedtime story to my first graders. I love you guys. Good night. Thank you guys for letting me read to the group too. Good night, everyone.